Hello everyone, myself Vaishnavi Puli, member of Applied Forensic Research Sciences. Today I am going to explain you about different types of tampering in question documents, and this is prepared by Shrutika Singla, Joint Secretary of Applied Forensic Research Sciences. The materials required for this practical is different types of pen, paper, eraser, blade, camera and microscope. Let's get brief into theory of this practical. Document is any type of material that convey message in the form of sign, symbol, color or letter. Document is not only in written part. Red light, for example, red light in the traffic symbol is an document that saying us to stop. And question document is a type of document whose authenticity is in question. And examples for question documents are suicide notes, ransom notes, etc. Falsifying a document is known as tampering, and its origin also unknown, and that can be used as a question document. Now I am going to explain you about different types of tampering of documents. First one is eraser. Eraser is nothing but erasing a part or complete part of the document using a physical or chemical means. It is of two types, physical eraser and chemical eraser. In physical eraser, the upper part of the document is disturbed by using physical means like using a blade, so that the upper part is get disturbed, or if we take the example of using eraser to rub the part of the document. And in chemical eraser, a chemical or mixture of chemicals is used to decipher the document. If we take example, the document of the document is bleached so that the ink of the document is invisible. Addition is a type of tampering in which addition of some part or some text in already existing document. If we take example like addition of numbers to the amount of the check or text and bills. Now the third part is alteration. Alteration is nothing but changing the some part of already existing document, like changing one number to another number and changing names of the document, etc. Obliteration. Obliteration is means to smear the document to make it invisible or unidentifiable. For example, some people use whitener to hide the written part of the document. And if we take another example, smearing the document using ink to make it unidentifiable. Forensic significance of tampering of documents. Forensic tampering leaves trail of evidences. Personal identification can be done by analysis of handwriting. Types of tampering used by the criminal can be used to know the personality of him or her, and it is admissible in court of law without any queries. Now I am going to explain you about procedure of this practical. First we will be going to discuss about erasure. In erasure, take a paper, write something over the paper and try to erase it using the eraser or blade. Now take a photograph of that paper, and now try to identify the characteristics of that paper using microscope. If it is physical erasure, try to identify the upper layer of the document so that if any text can be deciphered. If it is chemical erasure, try to find out the chemical which has been used to make it invisible or completely unidentifiable. Now I'm going to explain you that I have done some practical. In this I have used eraser to rub the part of the document. It is a physical eraser part. Now in the second part I used a lemon water for chemical erasure. Now I am going to explain you about addition. For addition, we need to take a paper and write something on that paper. Now try to add something with same ink, same color ink and different company pen, so that it can be identifiable when we are examining it. Now take a picture of it and take a microscope and identify the difference in ink and writing of the text, so that we can identify addition of the document. And now I'm here used some text to write. In this, first I have wrote 1000 with one company pen, and I have used another company pen to add two more zeros, so that it can be identifiable while investigating or examining using microscope. Now I am going to explain you about alteration. In this, take a paper, write something on the paper. Now try to alter the name or text or something like number on that paper. Take photograph of that paper. Now use microscope to identify the difference in ink or writing of that document, so that you can identify the alteration of that document. Now I am here used some text, like first I wrote 15237, but I have changed here 5 to 5 as 6 and 3 as 8. Like this, we criminals change numbers into different numbers. I'm going to explain you about obliteration. Take a paper, write something on it and try to obliterate the document using ink or whitener. Take photograph of that and look at the document very carefully. Look at the back side of the document to decipher the text by indentation marks. And in some cases what happens is, the person uses different company or different type of pen to obliterate or spread the ink on the document, so that it is very useful for in further investigation. Like different types of pen, different company pens will have different characteristics, so that it is very useful to examine the document. In this case, I have used ink to obliterate the document by spreading the ink on the text. In this practical, we have observed different types of tampering of document. By this observation, we can find out difference between forgery and unintentional tampering of the documents. While doing this practical, we have to take some precautions, like while taking the photograph, we need to focus the camera. While taking a photograph, we need to see the angle from where clear vision is possible, and handle the document very carefully. Use microscope to identify the document.